So there's this feeling, right? This low-level anxiety buzzing around the creative world all about AI. Is it coming for our jobs, for our passion? Is it going to steal our creativity? Well, today we're going to dig into a really wonderful, optimistic, and frankly super practical answer from a source that calls itself the AI Grandad. Let's jump right in.
You've probably heard this question, right? Or, let's be honest, maybe you've even thought it yourself. It's the kind of thing that gets asked in a bit of a whisper, almost like saying it too loud might make it come true. This is the fear at the heart of it all for so many of us creatives.
And then you get this response. So calm, so surprising, and just really honest. There's no drama here, no panic, just a simple acknowledgement of what's possible. And that's our starting point for this whole explainer. We're not going to run from the question. We're going to face it head on with a lot of curiosity.
So instead of tiptoeing around this big, unspoken question, the author of our source material did something completely different. He decided to just get to know the very thing that's causing all this worry in the first place.
You gotta love this mindset, right? It's not about fighting the technology or being afraid of it. It's about treating it like something new and interesting to explore. This little shift from anxiety to just playful experimentation, it's the key to everything we're about to talk about.
Okay, so before we can really see the opportunity in all this, the author argues we first have to get really clear on what's actually happening. We gotta name the change before we can actually understand it.
And here it is. This is the crucial distinction. AI isn't replacing your entire craft or your whole creative identity. It's taking on tasks, the individual building blocks of the whole process. And trust me, that one little difference means everything. I mean, just take a second and look at this list. Drafting, narrating, sketching, every single one of these things used to be a full-time job, or at least a huge part of one. It took specific skills and so many hours of work. And now that an AI can handle a lot of the heavy lifting here, the entire creative landscape is just getting completely rearranged.
So if AI is shuffling all the pieces on the board, what does the new picture even look like? Well, according to our source, it's not a loss at all. It's an expansion. It's like the creative playground just got a whole lot bigger. Let's see how this actually builds a whole new kind of creator.
This was the author's main creative identity. Pretty singular, right? Totally focused on one craft. But then, once he started playing around with these AI tools to handle different tasks, something pretty amazing started to happen.
His identity just evolved. See, he didn't stop being a writer. He became more of a story architect. And now he could also direct the visuals as an image curator, he could produce the sound, and he could even be a film director, all on a tiny budget. He basically became a one-person creative studio.
And this quote just nails the feeling perfectly. It's not about something being stolen from you. It's about discovering totally new abilities, new ways to get your ideas out there that used to be locked behind massive barriers like budget or time or just not having the technical skills. This isn't the first time a new technology has sent a wave of panic through the creative world. The fear that the camera would kill painting or that synthesizers would kill orchestras. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? What history shows us again and again is that technology doesn't kill creativity. It just reshapes it, it multiplies it, and it spreads it around in new and really unexpected ways.
Okay, so if machines can do all of these tasks, what's left for us? What's our job? This brings us to the core argument of this whole thing, drawing a very clear line in the sand between what a machine can do and what is uniquely, powerfully human.
This is it. This is the big idea. Technology can replicate a style. It can mimic a pattern. But it cannot replicate a life. All the messy, beautiful, painful, wonderful, specific details of your personal experience. That is the one thing that is completely 100% yours.
Just look at this comparison for a second. An AI can generate a story based on all the data it's seen, but it can't live one. It can reflect the themes of humanity back at us, sure, but it can't carry the weight of real emotional truth. That's our job. That's our domain.
Now, let's be pragmatic here. Our source is very clear that some roles will change. It's just a fact. A lot of the repetitive or formulaic work is probably going to be automated. But you see the pattern, right? These are tasks. The human storyteller, the person who brings the unique voice, the perspective, the meaning, that person is more essential than ever. So where does that leave us? What's the takeaway? Well, the final message from the AI Grandad isn't some big prediction or a dire warning.
It's actually something much simpler. It's a gentle, direct invitation to you.
Here's his personal guide for how to navigate this new world and actually find joy in it. Treat AI like a collaborator, a teammate. Enjoy the weird surprises it throws at you. Lean into the fun of it all. And, most important, double down on the things that only a human can bring to the table. Context, emotion, memory, and real meaning.
And this is the challenge that the author poses to all of us. It's not some huge lifetime commitment. It's just a short experiment, a little test in being open-minded and curious. What if you just played with these tools for a week, just to see what they could do for you?
And this, right here, is the exciting potential that's kind of hiding behind all the fear. Just like the author went from being a writer to being this multi-talented creator, what new rooms in your own creative house might you discover? What new skills or passions might just be waiting for you to find them?
We'll end with this final, really thought-provoking question from our source. Maybe by seeing what machines can do, and more importantly, what they can't do, we actually get a much clearer picture of what it really means to be human and what it means to be creative in the first place. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.